It is Monday. You heard my voice again. And so that means it is the Making Mogul Hour.
Somewhere between 7 and 8 p.m.
Somewhere.
Somewhere.
There's always got to be somewhere. We got to keep y'all guessing.
Yeah,
So, it is Sir Vajano Alexander. The one and only.
Mm-hmm.
As always, if you can't find me, you ain't looking hard enough.
That's a fact.
And I am here once again.
What's your favorite dime?
That's down with a Y, not an I.
Okay, you better let them know. Okay, good.
And
and today we're joined by a very special guest.
very, very special.
My big brother.
One that is very close and dear to the heart.
CP the DJ.
Mr. CP the DJ.
What's going on, y'all?
So,
There you go.
Oh,
yeah.
Thank you guys for having me. What's going on?
As a DJ, he was very excited to hear that we had one sound effect.
Uh-huh.
And,
Because now I'm going to send y'all a DJ pack with more sound effects and possibly a little, we're going to do a drop and a little Making Mogul intro.
Yeah, we've
Some
been saying we needed
beats.
a nice little Making
Gotcha.
Mogul intro.
We're gonna do. I think we should do like a competition.
Little challenge.
Mm-hmm. And have
No.
people
Making Mogul
submit.
challenge.
Yeah, have people submit. Make a song or something.
Nice little jingle.
Yeah,
I know,
that'd be
I know a
fire.
lot of producers and artists that'll be interested in that. So, yeah, we want to get that situated.
We're going to get that situated.
Bet. Say no more.
And what as always, we like to start right where we like to start, which means that we is going to bring in these small wins.
Okay, go ahead.
I'm not starting. I started last
You're
week.
not starting today.
Nah, I started last week.
Oh, okay. All right, so I'll start.
Mm-hmm.
My small win of the week is that this weekend, dang, I have so many. Okay, wait.
So many
The
small
whole
wins.
the whole weekend was my small win. So on Friday, me and my best friend went to Harlem
Uh-huh.
and we went out to eat, and then we went to a country music concert. Mad random. Don't ask. I don't know. Shout outs to Barbie. But yeah,
Okay.
we
I'm
went to
not
see
gonna ask
what's his
question.
name? Spencer Crandall. You heard of him?
Is he
No.
white?
Yes.
You
No,
say
you-
yes.
you right,
like-
you right, you right,
Like-
It could have been a Black Spencer Crandall.
you right.
Country is becoming a whole thing
That's
these days.
true.
So
Facts.
That is accurate.
that's why I have to ask. It's 2025. If it was 2023, I would have known he was white. But come on, Cowboy Carter happened. This is
That is true.
post Cowboy Carter country era. Okay.
That is true. However, yes, he was white.
This is of the caucus persuasion. Okay.
Yes, he was. But his music was really nice, actually, very beautiful. He had some great songs. I enjoyed listening to him. What we did after that? We tried. Okay, so I was nominated for an award show. Had no clue.
Oh,
But
yeah, I
was
saw that.
nominated.
Congratulations again.
Thank you. Tried to go and didn't get in. That's a long story.
That's a
so
whole
I
story.
left
Okay.
because I'm not about to stand
Yeah,
on.
diamond patience
line.
don't always
Yeah.
coexist.
I have a lot of
I
patience,
said
but
don't always.
yeah, okay.
So for you
I'll
to
take that.
leave,
Yeah, I
you
was
was patient for enough. For
Yeah.
something
Just
that you
enough.
something that you didn't know about.
right.
Still tried to make it, and then they were just taking too long. So, yeah.
Exactly. And then Saturday and Sunday was For the Girls Festival, the second annual. And go ahead, you the DJ, you the guest. You can press
was the button.
it. You can press it.
I'm just happy to be
It's
here.
the yellow one.
press the
It's
button.
the
Yeah,
yellow
gotcha.
one.
You know the faders. You know your way around a board. You know, if there's anybody that could trust around a board, it's
It's
my
definitely
guy CP. So
but yes, so we did For the Girls Festival. Saturday was a dope empowerment panel right here at New Heat Studios, and then yesterday we had a concert in Queens. It was amazing. Yeah, so that's my small big win.
okay, 8. It did what it needed to
Thank
do.
you.
All of the things. Okay, congratulations.
Thank you. What about you?
I got to sleep.
Okay.
What was that like?
Right.
It was weird. My body's not used to resting anymore. My brain's not even used to resting anymore. I gotta wake up and be like, yo, go back to sleep before you mess this
Try
up.
to do
'Cause,
it.
you know,
It ain't gonna happen.
especially now, you wake up, you pick up your phone, and now a whole 2 hours is gone from
No, for
whatever
real.
rest you thought you was about to have.
Yeah.
So yeah, I got to sleep. I got to take a second to breathe, and that really is my small win because it's for the last I don't know how long. It's been a real hard time to catch some sleep and really focus on relaxing. So I got to take that moment, and that's my small win, being able to sleep.
Okay. It's a great one. See?
Oh, I guess that's my turn, right?
Yes.
Chris.
Nah, my small win was definitely actually being able to DJ a cheerleading competition for the first time.
Okay.
Yeah, that was very dope. It was at St. Francis Prep. Shout out to Brooklyn Diamonds for having me DJ that event. It was very dope to see everything in person. They had ages from 4 all the way up to like 16U. So to see the different groups and different kids and to interact with the coaches and everything like that, that was definitely a huge accomplishment for me as a DJ. And then, of course, like my sis said, the For the Girls concert. I tried my best to not do stuff.
He
I
did
really
good.
did.
He did good, guys.
Cause everybody know when I put a show together, I'm literally
Doing the most.
running everything.
Mm-hmm.
So, but the whole point was it to be for the girls. So, female hosts, female DJs, female security, female bartenders, like everything. I tried my best, and I believe like 95% I accomplished what I set out to do.
That's what's up. Congratulations.
My sisters definitely had to get on me though about sitting down.
Mm.
So shout out Dom, shout out Krista B. They definitely had to be like, yo, you said you wasn't doing that. I told them I had 2 good speeches in me because I was tired.
That turned into about 5. But it's okay.
Turn into
But
about 5.
those that know my events, y'all know I demand a certain level of respect for the events and for the artists. So my thing is, if I feel like you're not respecting the people that I put in position to do things, then I have to get up and like let y'all know. Like they're gonna tell you the thing I'm telling you, but y'all already know I do not. I'm very transparent.
Right.
So it's either you're gonna respect the stage or you can go out that door and have a nice day and see if you can get to another show.
Gotcha.
Okay. Talk your shit.
I'm
Talk it.
just saying.
And just like
I'm
that,
just
we're
telling the
gonna
truth.
get into this. Okay.
So today we're going to be talking all real advice for aspiring performers and future music execs. So we're going to start at the very beginning. Very beginning. So CP and I, we met in...
Are we doing this?
Why not? When the last time I interviewed you? I don't think I've ever... Have I interviewed you?
Ever?
All right, so here we are. So, yes, we're going to talk about it. So, we met in probably about 15 or something like that. Yeah, about 10. Damn. 10? About 10 years ago, okay? And everybody that knows us now as brother and sister, right? Like, he might as well be my blood. Like, this is locked in with the family and everything. Like, this is my family.
It's my mama.
Right. Right. So, when we met, though, we met as hosts on an indie radio station. Shout out to WVMR. Because
That's where y'all met. Okay.
yeah, that's where we met. And they had a music award ceremony.
Okay.
I have to tell the infamous story.
Nah, I got
have
you.
to.
I'm just laughing. I'm just waiting for my part in the story. She give y'all the backstory.
So listen, y'all, if y'all really been tapped in, like y'all know that I've been doing this since I was 17 years old, right? So back then I was very cocky. I'm not gonna lie. I wasn't as humble as I am now. I'm overly humble now. That's the problem. But back then I was extra, like, on top of my ish. You know what I'm saying? So we had all went to the diner after the award show.
Yeah, so we all didn't go to the diner because we didn't know each other yet. But, all of the hosts, DJs, promoters, things like that, decided to go to the diner, right?
That's we
So
all.
nah.
We just didn't go together. We
Right,
just
facts.
went to
So
the
we
diner.
definitely didn't go together. So now, mind you, I'm still new to the station, all that different things like that.
I've been there about a year.
She been there about a
Chase
year,
is
Chase,
about
so
in-
she knows about. No, forget about. She knew everybody at the table, right?
but him.
Cool. Keep, you know what I'm saying? So everybody having their conversations. There's like one side of the table talking, one side of the table talking. So a conversation came for the whole table. So everybody chiming in. So I chime in like everybody else, right? Next thing I know, now y'all all know I'm like 6'7", 6'8". According to my wife, I'm like 6'9". So we gonna go there. You know what I'm saying? But yeah.
Somewhere.
But that night, I was like 4'11".
Damn.
Because somebody that was cocky back then was like, it got quiet. You never know we had that conversation, and then it just goes quiet, so everybody hears that one comment.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Who are you?
Yo, that's what it's like. And I was just like, yo, I'm just going to kind of just get my check. And Deb was like, yo, who are you? And I'm just like, yeah, so I'm going to take my plate to go. Like, I'm going to holler at y'all later. Because, yeah, I would have never thought we was this close.
I mean, now she knows who you are. And
Thank you.
that was
choice,
a 10-year introduction.
Everywhere we go, I'd be like, yo, remember that time you was like, yo, who are you? And I was just looking at you like, yo, this, like, yo, what the
So you know what? For the audience at Making Moguls, I would like you to answer that question right now. Who are you?
Yes.
Answer this question.
You like
I like that. I like that.
Okay.
I am CP the DJ. I am a DJ for the people, by the people, all that. Like, my name done been changed like mad times by the people, like the CP the GOAT. Oh, nah, we talking about that too?
No.
Oh,
We just,
I'm just
I'm
saying.
just
'cause
saying.
At that time, I was DJ C Murder. And
DJ
people were like,
C-Murder.
yo, where you get that from? I said, y'all gonna laugh. I literally got that from the Usher song. He was like, C Murder, and it stuck. And I was just like, oh, the song No Limit. There you go. That's the name of the song. I can't be a DJ and not know the name of the song, right? So it stuck, but then gradually out because I was always within the industry. So it didn't bother me to have that name until I started getting booked for like private events. And I was like, yeah, I kind of can't market C Murder at a baby shower
Yes, please.
or weddings. So
Yes.
I had some name searching. I was like, well, CP. I'm a
Is
DJ.
your initials, yeah.
Those are my initials. So yeah, let's
Makes
just
sense.
flip it instead of saying DJ. Say CP the DJ, and then yeah.
And it works. And it
And it
brands
works.
well.
And it does work. Rolls off the tongue.
Yeah, brands very well. So my question is like, so when we met, you were already DJing. You had just gotten into radio.
Was it DJ?
You weren't
Mm-mm.
at all?
Mm-mm.
Really?
I was doing like my form of DJing when we first met was like me with my iPod and my home theater system doing like backyard parties. I really wasn't like DJing to where I'm at now.
That's
I
something.
mean, it's a form of it, but
You were
not-
selecting.
it's-
You was
right,
you was
I
a selector.
selecting the tunes. I was,
Selector.
yeah, we can go with that. I was a selector. But nah, I started out as a promoter, like a party promoter, party planner, event coordinator, things like that.
And how'd you
So
get into it?
I just liked being outside. I just
Yeah.
like doing events, like partying. So it was like, and then I also grew up around a lot of DJs.
Okay.
So they would be DJs, and I was just being people outside.
That makes sense. So
And
how did
then-
it turn into you actually becoming a DJ?
Well, shout out my bro, David DJ Lightfoot. He was actually the DJ, and I was the promoter. So that was like the 1-2 punch, Twin Tower punch, so to speak, because we was both tall. So I would do the events, and he would be DJing, and then we'd switch off every so often. So he wanted to learn more about hosting. I wanted to learn more about DJing. So then we just kind of intertwined the two together. And I was like, bro, but wait, are you sure you want to teach me everything you know? Because I'm a very fast learner when I'm into something I want to do. So it kind of just took off. But then life be lifing. So
Life
he
always be
wasn't
lifing.
able to keep it going with me. So it was like, he was like, nah, bro, you do it. You be the forefront. I'm like, okay.
Sure, that's what you want.
10 plus years later.
You the forefront.
Right.
Yeah.
More than you know.
And you're definitely doing a lot. You're doing a lot for the culture. So I feel like there's DJs that are like baby shower DJs. That's what I call it. The personal events and all of that. But you are both. Like you do the personal events and you do a lot of industry stuff. So one, how did you start landing your first paid gigs? Because we do know a lot of DJs. I see a lot. I used to see a lot. I don't see it as much now. But you know how people have these battles online about what you should and should not pay certain jobs or certain careers. So DJs and photographers and different things like that, hosts, making sure that you have their money set aside because they're not responsible for selling tickets, XYZ, blah, 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 blah. So how did you land your first couple of paid gigs? And then how did you segue your way into kind of taking over everything?
Well, I have to give credit where credit's due.
Absolutely.
Shout out to my old management, Rockview Entertainment. So like the first year and some change, I was just working with him. More so, like it wasn't for me. It wasn't about the money at first because everybody says it's about the money, but it's really not. It's more so about the connections and building the network. So I always say your network is your net worth. So you want to get paid, you have to show your worth.
Right.
And the major way of showing your worth is networking. So if you just go and be a DJ and don't talk to nobody or don't build with nobody, how can you expand your net worth?
That's true.
How can you expect to get paid if you're not showing anything, but you can sit there and push buttons? Anybody can be a push button DJ. Meaning you literally just come in there, press and play. It's basically a mix.
Listen, I know
So
some
it's
celebrity DJs that only press buttons. So
Nah, facts.
I don't know.
But I mean, but I'm
They had
pretty
to get
sure
there.
they had to get there. So, but they still networked, and unless you're paying attention to them, like watching them, you don't know what they're doing behind there.
That's true.
Because they could be playing the mix, and they could be like, "Yeah, so you think they doing all this?" And they just, is it up yet? All right, cool. Like, but nah. So I went a while without paid gigs because we had a conversation, and it was like, "Look, I can get you in the rooms. It may not, everything may not be a paid gig. Some of them may be paid, some of them may be not. But as long as you're humble and consistent, I got you."
Right.
I was like, I bet. So we was doing events, and then it was like, I'm gonna find a way to make money regardless.
Right.
So at the
that's
end of the
right.
day, a lot of the venues we had either didn't have a bar, didn't have food. I'm like, all right, I cook. And people love my food. So at the end of the day,
He could cook, y'all.
yeah, I'm gonna do the food.
Yeah.
And if I'm DJing, I'll have my wife or my sister or somebody serving the food, so y'all don't think I'm trying to hustle y'all, because it's really not about that. I'm just trying to make my bread just like everybody else, to be honest. But at the same time, if I'm DJing, I can't do both.
Yeah.
Even though I did try it one time, though.
Of course.
Like legit, because I had to. Because one time, like, depending on where the setup was, table was like, all right, well, I'm going to put this right here, and then just... all right,
That's
cool.
insane.
Man,
But
scratching
listen,
and mixing and stirring
and shaking,
literally. But that was all the beginning, though. So, like, gradually building your network. So now, the more you build, the more people want to work with you.
Right.
And I'm just humble. Like, I always put myself in a position to where what would I want to do, or what I want to listen to, or what would I want to be as a consumer, as a client, whatever like that. So I try to give that energy back.
Okay. We're real big on not really talking about like the fluff. We want the real nitty gritty. What are the tools, steps to success, right?
So you want to make it actionable so that the DJs just watching this.
Yeah, there's people that may look up to you. You may inspire and all the things, right? So how? Okay, I got a perfect example. So there's a DJ, right, who may have like that energy, right? They're able to, rock a crowd and, keep people engaged and all the things, right? But they are not social. So it's very hard for them to make connections and like, cause they're not the person that's gonna go up to somebody else. What's some advice you would tell them, or like what can you tell them? Hey, you can say this, or you can position yourself in this way to make that process a little bit easier for them.
All right, so one thing I would say is like basically what I would do is when you outside, don't go outside as a DJ. First, start going outside as a supporter. There's one thing I've learned that nobody could ever say CP wasn't outside.
That's a fact.
So it's like a lot of these events I'll just go to as a supporter to network, because it all ties back into your networking and being your network. Because at the end of the day, you're not gonna get comfortable as a DJ until you get comfortable as a supporter, as a consumer. So I'm gonna go to these events just to fill the crowd out, be with the crowd. If there's a DJ there, tap in with that DJ, see what they do. Like, try to pick at certain things that you can observe from other people. Like, that's the first thing I would ever tell anybody. Don't just go out there like, I'm a DJ, because now they're gonna look at you like, all right, well, go ahead. So, and if you can't, now it's like, all right, can you connect with that crowd? It's not, anybody can rock a crowd, cool. But if you're not connecting with that crowd, and who you connecting with while you're DJing, one thing you got to do is read the room. Even if you're just there as a supporter, still read the room, see what the crowd's like, see what music they like, see if for example, if they're playing reggae and they're not engaging in it, then should you still stay in it? Right. Or should you go to another genre? Or if you see they rocking with R&B, you're not going to go into rap because they're rocking with the R&B. Now you done changed the whole vibe, and then you don't want it to be where you're all over the place to where you go, oh, well, this one wants this one wants that. Nah, you got to see what the crowd overall is engaging with.
Right.
So, and some DJs be like, no, I don't do requests. Some of them say, I welcome them, to be honest. Mm-hmm. If it fits, it fits. If it don't, it don't. But now if you're persistent, yeah, I'm going to play it. And then when it messes up, I'm going to say, they asked for it.
Right.
Because you have to understand, because they was like, oh, DJs don't do requests. It's not that we don't do requests. It's just that your request has to fit the vibe that we're trying to set for the overall performance of the event. And if it doesn't, then it's not just about you. You paying me? All right, now we got to. Now we can talk.
Some people be slipping the DJ a couple
If
dollars.
you paying my booking fee, I will play till the cows come home for you. Got you, because you're paying my booking fee. But I probably still wouldn't do all that. I'm just saying. But that's one of the biggest things I would tell. Like, connect with the audience that you're going to be around. Connect with the people that you're going to be involved with. And just practice at home in your own spare time. Like, pretend you're at a party in your crib.
Speaking of which, speaking of the practice, you're somebody that has established yourself both here and on the road, right? You're somebody that pops up in different cities, pops up in different states, and traveling, practicing, getting all that together takes a lot of understanding your equipment, right? And as a DJ, what is some of your favorite equipment? What are some of your essentials that you rock both here on the road? Like,
see,
what's part of your package that helps get you down?
It's a little different because it depends on how you're traveling.
Uh-huh.
So if I'm
how you traveling? I want to know what you traveling.
Depends.
Okay.
Right, like shout out to Scott Morris and More Bookings, because he definitely has me on the road a lot.
Yep.
Like, I get into situations at home because I'm always on the road. You would think I was on the road more. Like, the road was home and home was the road.
I mean, that's the tour life.
So the tour life is not. No, it's great, but it still comes with hiccups too. Now, don't get it twisted.
Of course it does. That's a tiring life.
Facts. But to your question about equipment, like, that's what I said. If I'm driving, I like to bring my own stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Because there's one thing, like, if something goes wrong and it's yours, you can adapt to it. There's nobody to answer to if something breaks, because it's your stuff. Right. When you're using other people's equipment, now you have to, first of all, trust that their equipment works.
Mm-hmm. And
now trust that they have all the connections. So typically when I'm not in my own element, I make sure that my bag has extra XLR cables, extra RCA cables, extra power cords, even if I don't need them for speakers. Speakers, like, if my car will literally have everything in it as if I was coming to a gig that had nothing.
Mm-hmm.
I'd rather be overly prepared and have everything in my car and not need it than to not have it and then, damn, I need it. There's been times where we've been on tour, we had to leave to go find a Guitar Center, a Best Buy, to buy some cables last minute because the connections I had didn't match with the venue had, and vice versa. So I'd rather have everything in my car, everything in my bag.
So as a DJ, you carry around your XLR cables, your speakers.
So to basically set up the speakers, bass bottoms, your controller, which is with everybody DJing on turntables. My facade is basically my stand for my controller and my laptop. Laptop stand if you need one. Sometimes I even have a mic stand depending on if it's a wedding or if it's a singer that requires a mic stand. Most venues don't have mic stands anymore. Wireless microphones, packs of batteries, not a pack, packs of batteries.
Oh boy, so many times I've had to run through venues.
Because
hold it down. I gotta go.
Because if your team has a photographer in it, he gonna borrow some of them batteries when you not looking, and he need about 4 of them at least every trip.
You get a Duracell sponsorship.
Nah, facts. So Duracell, Energizer, y'all want a sponsor? I'm here. Trust me, you will get your money's worth. Believe me.
So talking about traveling, there's just so many questions I want to ask. Okay, wait. So before we get into my question about traveling, so staying on the topic of equipment, what is the first essential things a person needs in order to become a DJ?
Common sense.
Okay.
First
like
and
that.
foremost, common sense.
I like that.
Because
Okay, hold on. Pause.
I like that.
Pause.
I feel like that's the correct answer for everything. No,
See, yes,
okay.
but no.
Oh, okay.
And the reason I
Sorry.
can't
That's why we
accept that,
siblings.
the reason why I can't accept that, I like that answer, but I can't accept that on the Making Moguls platform.
No,
Only
I
reason why.
respect it.
Damn.
Only reason why is because one, common sense isn't common,
That
That
is
is a
for
fact.
everyone. You're
and
right.
two,
Absolutely.
common sense is a blanket term
Yeah, it's
that a
not
lot of
available.
people don't. That you say common sense and everybody go yeah, and then everybody think about 10 different things. Right. So
But
let's break
I'm
down this
but
common
at
sense
the same time, I
in the
said
DJ
that,
world.
I said that because I knew I was gonna get the responses from the 2 of y'all that I did.
Listen, he know.
No,
he
that's
know.
what
I mean, he know us.
He knew
said
my
that.
response was gonna
But
be hell
I said
yeah.
that because I knew she was gonna say that, and I knew you was gonna ask why I said that. Because my thing is, from a DJ standpoint, it goes back to what I said about being overly prepared. For me, I'm gonna make sure I have everything. So my common sense is to make sure, you know what, I'm gonna pretend that they have nothing. I'm not gonna rely on a venue or a promoter or another DJ from that venue tell me, oh yeah, they have this, that, and the third. Because now I'm scrambling.
That's
So,
true,
see-
but let's
see-
bring it back because my question was, what is somebody that wants to be a DJ, not somebody that's already practicing DJing.
Nah, I got you.
I'm talking about a person that's like, you know what? I watch Making Moguls, and that CP, the DJ guy, he was onto something. I want to do it too. What do they need?
First, you have to have a love of music.
Okay.
So we gonna leave the common sense question.
Because you know, because the only thing I say is like,
I got you with that. But I'm gonna make
that's
sure I answer her
right.
question
That's
first.
right with the common sense. But no, the reason why I asked it like that is because, like, for example, right, what you said, not relying on yourself. I can't consider that common sense only because that comes from experience in just being in an event space, right? It is trial by fire that you either just been outside around and seen how people are, or throw your own event and have to go through those things. Oh shit, I thought the venue had speakers, but now
a lot of that
the
I've
speakers is
watched, A lot of
Bluetooth.
that I've watched literally from other DJs. That's what I said. Like,
And so
that's
I
why
couldn't
the first
always
thing I
call
would
that
do-
common sense
the
for
first
somebody
thing I
just
would
starting
do
out.
would be go outside and scope the scenes as a supporter and like, oh, what they got over there? Oh, like every venue I go to, I'm gonna find out who the promoter is, who the DJ is, who the host is, who the owner is. Because then at some point I'm end up taking over that venue. So I'm gonna find out all that information. But yeah, have a knowledge of music. And like I said before, always put yourself in that in the shoes of the people you're playing for. So it's like, if I want, like, what would I want to hear? How would I want to feel? Like, I would want to be a part of the entertainment in a sense. Because if me, the customer, is happy with the music, me, the customer, is going to go support that bar now. I'm going to stay a little bit longer. I'm going to have that extra drink, that extra meal, or invite some people, yo, come outside with me, or come here, come there. Like, it's that engagement in a sense.
Okay,
So
that's a good answer. I like
if you are
that.
looking to be DJs, you definitely have to have a knowledge of music, have a knowledge of what you want and what you want to leave as you're there, like while you're there, while you're DJing, and what you want the response to be when you're done DJing. You want it to be where, oh yeah, we need you back here. Do research on equipment. Don't just go and buy what you see. Don't go and start off with the top of the line controller before you can understand the basic controller. Start off with your laptop, because every laptop now has the simulation of the turntables in the software. So learn the different softwares, because certain controllers require certain software. There's something that's called Redbox. I don't know too much about Redbox because I don't use it. There's Virtual DJ. That's what I actually started with, and that's literally what it says, Virtual DJ. So basically, it's everything on your laptop. So you didn't really need a controller for that until you got more evolved in the DJ world of things. You just needed your laptop. That's why a lot of them now only have laptops, because a lot of them don't require you to have a controller. That's more so for like the scratching or mixing, blending, things like that, and it just looks better.
I was about to say, I feel like it makes you look official.
It's like the DJ version of a business card.
Yeah.
You might not need it, but it's gonna make you look good when you show up with it.
Great. But then, like, as long as you like get that basic knowledge and then just be consistent. The main thing is consistency.
Although I will say, completely out of nowhere, it would be fire as fuck if I see a DJ just pull up a laptop, but he's like scratching with his pointer and then mixing on a fader, but it's literally just his mouse. And I'm just like, what?
Funny, me and one of my partners, shout out DJ Castle from Upscale Boys. We literally was at a venue not too long ago called Sands, and the DJ had one of those new controllers that's literally like this big. This big, and we looking at him like, what is he doing? But I saw it in Guitar Center. There's literally no, like maybe 2 phones long. And
I think I've seen that though.
Scratching, DJing, all that, and we just looking at him like, where's the rest of it?
That was it.
You got the bite size.
That was all he needed, right?
Right. Because he's like, but bro, I'm traveling on a train. I don't want to lug no heavy case and all that. Those that know, my sister tried to carry my case one time. I looked at her like she had 5 heads.
Yeah,
I didn't try to carry.
She tried to pick it up.
I tried to pick it up.
And I was like, what are you doing?
That's how heavy it is.
But yeah, so I hope
Never
that
again.
answered your question.
All right. I like that. With that, you talked about being on the road, right? And that is something I wanted to tap into, because there's a balance. Because you talked about it. You know, everybody likes to look at artists, likes to look at people in the entertainment industry, and they're like, oh, I want to do that. I want to live on a tour life, but they don't understand what really comes with it. So what do you consider, how do you balance performing with the rest, travel, logistics, and mental health? Like, how do you avoid those key mistakes? Like, how do you make the tour life work as a DJ and a traveling DJ?
You definitely have to have patience. And that's the biggest thing. You have to have patience. You have to know that certain things are going to go the way it's supposed to. Certain things are not going to go the way it's supposed to. So definitely expect the unexpected with these tours. Depending on your means of travel, if you're driving, expect to be in the car for hours upon hours upon hours. Expect to not be able to be prepared to DJ until you get to the venues, because your energy is going to be so focused on getting to the venue. So don't think you're going to have time to organize a crate or your library or folders until you get to the venue, because it's not going to happen. Sometimes you might be lucky to where you have time to where you get there early enough to have downtime, because it's not really downtime, because you're still working. Even when you're on the road, you're working. So it's like, yep, time you wake up and say, okay, I'm getting ready for the tour, you're working. Because the artists, especially if you have artists with you, they got mic drops. They got photo shoots. They got video shoots. They got radio interviews. So a lot of that stuff, and that's just with you DJing. Then you get to the venue, you got to find out the setup. You got to go talk to the sound person if they have one. So that's one big thing too. I would like to say as a DJ, do research in sound engineering, because a lot of times you will be your own sound engineer in these venues. Not every venue has a sound engineer that's going to help control your sound, control your level. So definitely do research on that. Learn your board, because most boards now have like what's called a mixer in them that helps control the sound. So at the end of the day, you want to make sure that you have that.
Okay.
But as far as like touring, I love it. Don't get me wrong, because it allows your name to be in states before you touch them.
Yeah.
True. Very true.
And then you always seem to get more love outside of your home state.
Of course.
Yeah.
That is a tried and true industry thing, bro. Everybody, just the other day, Frenchie, remember Princess French?
Mm-hmm.
She posted something about if you want to be successful, leave your hometown. Just go. Just leave.
That's a fact.
And that really just, it doesn't matter how big your hometown is, because we live in New York City. Like, leave your hometown. Like, other people get to meet who you are when you show up, and that is the freshest version of you, and they will be able to celebrate that versus the people in your hometown who've seen you grow up and are attached to who you were.
It's scary.
And that's something that's really big. That's always something I always say over and over and over. Find new places to reinvent yourself, because then people get to meet you and who you want to be, not who you used to be.
Right.
And that's everything to making a mogul. And with that, the next thing, because we've been talking all about this DJ stuff, and we completely forgetting the fact that you're a whole indie A&R. And that is a big, it was in the title. And like, I want people to be like, yo, they spent a whole hour talking about DJ, and I was an artist listening, and I was like, but I'm not going to pick up a term stable, though. I was trying to figure out what the hell I'm with. So what is an indie A&R?
So
and how did you get into that, and like how explain that to the people? Let's get into that for a minute.
So I feel like, well, no, I don't feel like, I know for a fact that I was an A&R before I was an A&R officially. So because I put everything into everything that I'm doing.
Okay, so what is an A&R for those people?
A&R is, what is an A&R? Because you know what's crazy? I always wanted to know what the A in A&R
something in repertoire.
I know the R is relations, like artist relations. There we go. That's what we're gonna go with right now. They're both googling it, but I'm gonna go with artist relations because I feel like that's what it.
So I was right. It's artist and repertoire.
See, okay,
artist and repertoire. I knew it was repertoire.
Right, I knew it was artists.
It is a department within. It is a department within a record label responsible for finding new talent, signing them, and guiding their creative and professional development.
See? So now that we all know the official term and definition, I say I was that before the actual title because of the simple fact that I make sure, like, and it always falls back to DJing as well. Everywhere I'm at, I make sure you leave with an experience.
Yes. You are not a normal DJ.
I'm definitely not. First of all,
he goes the extra mile.
I'm going to make sure that you're respecting the stage. And that's where the artist development comes in at too as well. Because it's like, if you're an artist, especially an up-and-coming indie artist, you're nervous. You're performing in front of people you thought you knew or you don't know, things like that. Or that you feel like you know enough of, but then you're still performing in front of people. So it's like, if people are not listening, you get frustrated. If people are not watching, you get frustrated. So I've stopped many shows to make sure that the crowds are paying attention.
I think he stops every single show at some point.
But not every show.
Even yesterday, no,
not every show.
No.
I can't say every show. No.
Which show?
Because we did the Cannabis Awards Music Festival 2 times, and you had to stop it for
nothing.
Okay, exactly. Okay, I'm just saying, not every show. And I know, listen. I don't want people to start going back and be like, "Oh, he was at VJ's show, stop it."
So no,
chill.
All right, so let's fix
some
that
of us got some decorum, okay? Okay, some of us got decorum.
I had to fix your show. It was not a small element. They couldn't help but have conversations. The whole point of the festival, the Cannabis Award Festival, was for everybody to network. The performances, I feel like the performances were extra. I don't feel like that was the focal point.
Well, till the headline though, but yeah, you're right.
No, but I'm saying I feel like the performance, not nothing against the performance, not downplaying them, but I feel like the focal point was the actual festival as a whole.
That's true.
Because y'all had a lot going on.
It was an element of the overall experience.
Right.
That's true.
So when we talking about stopping the shows, I'm talking about like the show is only for artists performing.
Yeah.
Right.
So
people get tired. They're standing there for a while, and the expectation is that you're engaging with everyone that you're seeing, but there be so many people at these shows.
See, but that's my thing.
Back
Okay,
to
so
back,
so
to back,
I
to
do want
back, to back, to
to,
back,
yeah,
to
that's
back.
what I do want to point that out. Because I have the experience on both sides. First,
Yes.
starting as I used to run the Underground Concert Series, and I'm Cannabis Awards Music Festival. Blah 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 blah. As a person on the setup side, you want to make people pay attention. You want to make sure people are engaged, respecting the stage. But I have come to understand the viewership side, right? At the end of the day, if you're coming to like a showcase or a indie concert or something like that, you're only really coming for one person, right? You're only coming for the person that invited you. That's who the hell you came to see, right? Which is why I stopped getting mad at people who would come to shows, see who they want to see, and leave. Because at the end of the day, that's who you bought. That was your investment in this. Like, I would be happy if your investment extends to other artists. I would be happy if your investment extends to the show as a whole. But you paid money to see Joe. Whether Joe's your friend, Joe's an artist you knew from the block, whatever it is, you paid to see Joe.
Right.
And so, at the end of the day, their investment is Joe. Whether if Joe is coming up next, Joe's coming up 5 artists from now, Joe's the headliner at this show, they here just to see Joe. And so it is really on the promoter, the other artists, and the overall vibe to capture their attention. Which is why you can do things, especially like Chris does.
I'm gonna stop you right there.
Why?
Because there's this stigma. No, you're right, but I'm gonna still stop you because there's this stigma, right?
Mm-hmm.
That is the promoter's job to provide the crowd.
No. I didn't say the crowd.
No, I know, but
Not at all.
No, I know.
Yeah, the
but
overall experience.
right, the overall experience, like the promoter is supposed to make sure that you have that venue, you have the proper sound, and you have the obligation to make sure that people is there to support. However, a lot of it, like, I feel like it's a joint effort.
Oh, that's what I meant though.
Right, I got what you meant, but I just because I know for a fact people listening like, because I've dealt with this mad times.
As
There's
we
a
all
lot of
have.
people like, oh, it's the promoter. Why I be performing in front of a bunch of other artists, and this is why I said I do certain things with these shows. Like, I'll go above and beyond. So, like, the DJ standpoint, everything you said, 100%. The A&R standpoint, it goes back to networking. My thing is, artists, and I say this at every show, and they be like, yo, you know what, you kind of right. And I'm like, I know. But the main thing is like, you're tired of performing in front of a bunch of artists, right? My rebuttal and question is, what are you doing to change that narrative? So, like, if you come as an artist and you bring nobody out, did you even promote yourself?
I mean, yes.
Because, like, a promoter, I could promote, for prime example, last night, I've been promoting that since, August?
Yeah.
We've had well over maybe 50-something artists, and we looking at each other like, what's going to happen with all these artists? First of all, I'm always going to overbook, so that way I can guarantee a crowd. It's not about, because your crowd will consist of a lot of artists. It's what you're doing to make them your supporter. So if you're looking at it as, oh, I'm performing in front of 15, 20 artists, then you just lost out on 15, 20 supporters. In a sense. Because it's like, your mind frame is thinking, oh, these are all artists, we're all the same. Your mind frame is not thinking, oh, I can connect with VJ. I can connect with Dom. I can do a feature with CP. I can do a feature with Joe, Tom, Harry. You know what I'm saying? Like, you have to take it into that sense, too. Like, yeah, it's a bunch of artists, but it's a bunch of features, it's a bunch of collaborations, it's a bunch of visuals, it's a bunch of mic drops, it's a bunch of videos. And now that person may come to another show of yours as a supporter now, not an artist to perform. So now you just gain supporters, but that all back to networking. Everybody has that's why we both saying it's a joint effort, because everybody has a role, but so often people like to just narrow it to one person's problem.
You know what's so funny about it? And I just not to segue too much, but artists complain about performing in front of other artists, and we could do a whole show about we could do 10 shows. We could do a whole season.
We need to get
about
some
underground
artists up here
concerts and
some
stuff.
promoters.
We could do a whole season
Have
about
a
it
real
by itself.
conversation.
But and
That's
one
a
day
2-hour show.
we should do like a whole actual panel with like artists versus promoters kind of thing.
Ooh.
If you steal my idea, I'm gonna come for you because it was copyright in this event. If I see it after October 20th, I know who you found it out from. But anyways, the reason why I say that is because everybody gets mad, right? Oh, I'm only performing for just artists, right? Until it's that artist. Because what changed my whole perspective on this, I went to a Lupe Fiasco concert. It was a Lupe Fiasco concert, 20th anniversary of the Cool album that he dropped, one of my favorite albums of all time. He had a free concert in Prospect Park. I know it wasn't. I don't remember. It was free or paid. I don't remember. I seen the ticket. I got the ticket. I was there. Right.
Okay. All right.
Front row. I love Lupe Fiasco since high school. That man is one of the most brilliant lyricists in my life. Blah 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 blah. I'm standing there at the front, and right there, right in front of the barricade, to my right, is Tyler the Creator. So Lupe Fiasco is performing for Tyler the Creator because Tyler the Creator came out to see Lupe Fiasco. But it's Tyler the fucking Creator.
Right.
And now he's performing, and now Tyler the Creator's having the same fan experience that I am having. Me and him are rapping Lupe Fiasco songs to each other. And now it's suddenly not a problem that you're performing for other artists.
Right. That's a good point.
I've went to too many Rolling Loud festivals.
Yeah.
And every single artist goes to go see the headliner. When Travis Scott gets on the stage, Lil Baby, Da Baby, Baby, all the babies, the whole daycare is in front of the stage
all the babies
to watch, or side of the stage to watch Travis Scott.
Right.
So we can't always, again, that mindset creates that crab in the barrel mentality of like, oh, I don't want to just perform for artists. I want to perform for fans. That is true. I understand that. But fans can be artists.
Exactly.
I have been an artist that many times in my life, and I am fans of artists that I worked with, and because I'm fans of what they do, I support them even harder. But rather than just like, oh, because again, for me and a lot of us, work ethic is everything over everything. You know, I'd rather work with somebody that has a good work ethic and they can get better than just somebody that's talented. Yeah. But if now I like your music and you got a good work ethic, bro, I'm throwing everything your way. Yeah, you know what I mean? Because you have what it takes in terms of the skills and the characteristics, but I also like your stuff. So, like, it is a good thing to make people like your stuff, no matter who they are. Like, so, yeah, I just wanted to make sure that I tapped into that to
of course.
Piggyback off what you said.
That's dope. I would have never. I need to go to more concerts.
Oh, you should. Trust me.
Yeah,
I need to go to more concerts. I haven't.
Rapping Lupe Fiasco lyrics with
Tyler the Creator.
Yo, no lie. I swear to God, we had such my bad, but we had such a moment with that I swear to God that Tyler Creator probably still remembers that to this day because we was like, he's like, wait, now you really know this song, and I'm like, da 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 da. He's like, oh, okay, and he starts spitting back at me, and everybody, the crowd, start watching us going back and forth. Nobody watching Lupe no more. He's on the stage, and me and Tyler was going back and forth.
That's because at that moment they realized that it was Tyler.
It was Tyler Creator, and this random person is over here wilding up like they're best friends, bro.
He probably with Tyler.
If that was nowadays, that would have went viral.
Yeah.
Facts.
Yeah.
So what do you need to see in an artist to work with them? So as an A&R, what are you looking for when you see these artists?
The first thing I'm looking for is that, especially if you're looking for us to sign or manage, is you have to have a stronger work ethic for yourself than me for you. Don't just come because you see what I'm doing or what I could potentially do and think that I'm just going to do that for you. No. There's artists that I actually manage now that dare not even ask me that because they know for a fact they haven't been as consistent as they could be or should be.
Right.
So at the end of the day, you have to first show that you're worth the time for yourself before I can even think to fathom the time to make for you. Yeah. So it's like every show, I'm like, look, clap it up for yourself. And if you're going like this, I'm not.
You don't believe in you.
You don't believe in yourself. So how can I, as a DJ, as a promoter, as an A&R, believe in you?
Right.
And I say this at every single show. So every show.
So he's watching how hard y'all clap for yourself.
Nah, facts. I'm watching if you sold tickets for yourself. I'm watching if you have supporters. I'm watching because I've asked this question, and matter of fact, I'm gonna ask both of y'all because we all in the age of social media. If y'all had to book artists, two artists, one artist has 5,000 followers, and you're just going off of this alone, nothing else.
Okay.
5,000 followers, 500 followers. Which artist you going to go for to book?
The 5,000 followers.
Wait. I don't get to ask no other questions. Just
Nope.
5,000
Yeah, he
to
said
500.
you
Yeah,
gotta-
your only information that you have on these
That's all you
artists is
got.
their followers.
Does the follow account? Just it? Just the
Just
follow
the
account?
follow
Asked them.
account.
5,000 followers. One artist has
500.
5,000.
that's- I
one
mean,
artist
then I'm
has
gonna
It's
have
like
to
because
go
we're not,
5,000.
we
no-
aren't able to
there's
look at
no-
analytics
Yeah.
and nothing.
There's no
Okay.
right or wrong answer, but there's a reason why I'm asking it like that. And I ask every single person.
See, that's what I'm. That's why it's a
Look,
hard.
now he wanna say 500.
That's just a hard question for you to ask me because I would never book someone just off of their follow account. So like,
Right.
if
But-
I have to,
right,
then
but
yes.
because- right,
the
but-
question
but-
leads me to choose 5,000, but
Right.
I can't answer that question
Right.
because 9 times out of 10 I would choose the 500 if the 500 are engaged followers.
Yeah.
That's why I said, damn,
The difference.
I
That's the
can't.
difference.
I
Yeah.
can't answer that
But
question.
you said
can.
that we didn't know that.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Right.
saying. I
We
don't
don't
know that
know.
information
We
right
don't know.
now.
Right, that's what I'm saying. 'Cause
Somebody
you
just screenshotted the page and was like
Because you gotta-
5,000 to 500. I was
Because
Because you
like,
got to realize
Shit.
a lot of people don't have this knowledge that we have. So I'm asking a bunch of artists that don't have the knowledge that you, me, or Dime has.
yeah.
We have that knowledge. So y'all, and then she knows my brain enough to know why I'm asking those type of questions.
I mean, I know why, but that's why I had to just
Right,
break it down.
yeah.
Like, wait,
So,
hold on.
Because it's like we get so caught up and lost in, oh, I got this amount of followers, that amount of followers. But now from an A&R standpoint, this is why this makes sense. Out of those 5,000, how many came to see you in person?
Right.
So now that 5,000, is that authentic 5,000 or is the half of that was
Overtime.
bots?
It might be over time. It might be bots.
But now that 500, because I've literally had an artist that was like, yeah, I got over 5,000 plus followers, and I'm looking at the sheet like, okay, but nobody came to see.
Yeah.
No supporters. But now some person, yeah, right. Now some people be like, oh, I don't have too many followers, but they're more focused on the physical engagement.
Mm-hmm.
So now they done bought out that 500 bought out 20 people.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That 500 follower bought 20 people. Now you just got paid for bringing 20 people out.
Mm-hmm.
Because we also look into that too. Because like, so what Scott does a lot of the times when the artists bring 10 or more, they get paid
Mm-hmm.
at the end of the night. And then we do the testament like, look, this artist bought out. I just did one for an artist in Texas. I think it was Houston, I believe. He bought out 10 or more people. He got paid on the spot.
Damn, you bring me back to UGCS days, bro, man.
So at the
I
end
miss
of the
those
day-
days, man.
I miss them and I don't.
So it's like,
It was a vibe.
can't
was
get
such a
so
vibe.
caught up
I'll bring it back one day in a whole new space. But yes,
in
continue.
the analytics or the statistics of virtual.
Yeah, I agree.
When the physical can't match up or even attempt to get close to.
I want to.
in a sense.
Thank you for pointing that out because again, this is why I say the whole UGCS thing because artists forget that chasing the dream is not the same as walking the path, right? And the reason I say that is because as an artist, as a person being introduced to being an artist, you are sold a dream, right? You are sold the success and the heights of your favorite artist, right? Not the journey of your favored artists, because
Right.
most people don't want to go through what they favorite. Again, Jay-Z literally said, and as much as me and Jay-Z are conflicted right now, because there's no such thing as an ethical billionaire, but I still appreciate you, Jay-Z, for what you did. He literally said, I stole crack, so hopefully you don't have to go through that, okay? So that means I shouldn't be like, oh, Jay-Z's a rich man, so I'm going to go sell crack to be Jay-Z.
Right,
Jay-Z
right.
said, don't do that.
Right.
Okay? So with that being said, you have to pay attention to the walk of what you got to do. And in that, it is about what the real goal is. It's not just about the fame. It's about building an active fan base. It's about selling units. People forget that at the end of the day, like, your product is your music.
Right.
Whether it is in download forms, that is what your metric is, the downloads, whether it's the streams, whether it's the music video watches, your product is your music. And technically what you really is your album sales, because that is what is tracked as a recording artist, right?
Right.
But people again get lost in all of the I wanna be in the studio, I wanna be on the stage, I wanna do this and do that, and it's like, what are you doing to prepare yourself to get on the stage? Like,
Right.
I always
You gotta
say
have that sense of balance. Like you can't just like, don't get me wrong, because I know a lot of people like, yo, what about the streams? There's nothing wrong with having that many followers. There's nothing wrong because streaming is very important. We're in the day and age of streaming.
Mm-hmm.
So, but it takes over like maybe 1,000 streams to get 1
cent. Yeah, it depends on the platform, but yes,
Right, but
yes,
but that for a long time, that's what the analytic was, though. You get 1,000 streams for 1 cent.
Mm-hmm.
So now it's like, yeah, I'm putting all of this, but meanwhile, you're wondering why nobody's coming outside to support you. You have to have that balance.
Yep.
Like,
And
yeah,
so that's
go
really
for the
what it
streams,
is.
but then get those people that say they mess with you, say they fuck with you, come support you.
And that's exactly what I mean.
The
like,
money is in the
shows. At the end of the day, as an
Right.
artist, you make your most money on performing. Every single tour, every single artist will tell you that once they reach that level, the reason why they do anything is to tour, because that is where they make their money. And with that understanding of it, again, it goes back to building an actual fan base, right? How do you engage with these people? How do you make those people feel special that they want to come out? Because on a little A&R gem real quick, as if you're a new artist or someone that's coming into the game, your first show or that first big show, if you don't capitalize on what that is, you're going to miss the one opportunity you have at making a great impression. Because that first show you do, all your friends is coming. Everybody's like, wait, he doing this thing? Oh shit. We all here. I'm bringing my homie out. All about to, I don't even like rap right now, but I'm here. You know what I mean?
Right.
But then you got a second show, and half the people not gonna show up because that first momentum was it.
Right.
So
and you
now
haven't
let me
shown
piggyback
them.
off of what you just said, because that first show is going to offset everything, right? So from the A&R standpoint, you're going to bring out everybody for your first show. What you don't want to do is have everybody on stage.
Oh yeah.
For your
Oh
first
god.
show. That's one. Two, you don't want it to be where all your friends, because I've told the same artist that got the bread for bringing other people, he lost the crowd. And I told him, I was like, yo, listen, you lost the crowd because, yes, you brought X amount of people out, but then you performed for them. You left everybody else out.
Yeah.
Because now they're surrounded. Like, say you're the performer, all this right here is your fan base, right? You're performing to this microphone. But you forgot about the other mic behind you, the other people behind you, the bartender. You never held the A&R, the label rep that's in the corner in the back, because you're focused on this one microphone. So, and then as far as people on stage, I tell them, like, listen, this is how you get other people, because it's a monkey see, monkey do type of situation. If you come in, like say you performing and we in there, I'm gonna put her on that side of the room. I'm gonna go on that side of the room. It's monkey see, monkey. It's repetition. So now if they see her over there engaging with you, whoever's over there by her's gonna do the same thing. Vice versa over there. So now if you got 4, 5, 6 people in different parts of the area, this is why you have to know your audience and read the room. If you know you're trying to get supporters, the ones you have, you already have them. So they're there to support you. At the same time, you're there to get new fans. Right? As an artist, you're there to get new supporters. So now my supporters that are here, I need y'all to help me get new supporters by just engaging in the crowd. Be in the crowd. Now, if you're hyping me up from the crowd, I'm giving the crowd as a whole all of my energy. And so, even if it's to your friends. From the outlook, your friends are spread it out.
It's funny because, that's a great place that we're gonna, wrap it up for that, because that is really where I do want to leave people, right? In understanding, there's a video I watched. At this point, it had to be, I think we watched it 2011 or 2012. That's how long ago this video was, but it stuck with me always, right? And it made me understand that exact effect, right? It was a video where they were talking about the first fan effect, right? And it was a video of a person on a beach, right? And we always think that the bravest person is the person doing it, like the first person to start to do something.
I know what you're talking
right?
about.
But it's not true.
Right.
The bravest person is the first person to follow.
Yeah.
And that person right there is the key to engaging everything else that happens, because that person is taking a risk on you.
Mm-hmm.
That person is taking a risk to buy into whatever it is you're selling. If you're dancing and they start dancing with you, they buying into your energy. If you're rapping, they start nodding their head. You're singing, they start feeling the vocals. You speaking, they start listening. Their buy-in is critical, because now if you can tap into that and you show that there is a payoff for buying into you, then other people start to buy in. Now the social equity starts to build. It's easier for people to engage because everybody's engaging. Right. Oh, I seen this person engaging. That person's having so much fun engaging. That start making me have fun.
Exactly.
It is one of the biggest things I've ever done as when I used to do the Underground Concert Series. Was I was always their first hype man as the host.
Yeah.
Because everybody's seeing me up there right next to them jumping. They're like, oh shit, this nigga must have been bumping all of these songs on the way here. He's so hype. I hadn't listened to a single one of them songs.
Right.
But I know that image of me bouncing around and having a good time creates everyone else to have a good time. Yeah. And that energy is what carries as a supporter. And so as an artist, as someone who's building a following, highlighting and making sure that there's a payoff, whether it just be an emotional payoff and they feel a good time, whether it be a physical payoff, whether it be a giveaway, whatever it is, you have to have a payoff for supporting you. It can't just be, oh, I showed up, nodded my head and moved. If they don't feel a connection, if you haven't built something that's tangible that they walk away from in an experience, then you miss a chance to really connect with the entire room by connecting with that first fan. And whether if it is something like you bring one of your friends and be like, yo, you with me today, bro? I paid for your ticket. I need you to go out there to turn the fuck up. Or I'm just here and I see the first person that's starting to nod their head, so I start engaging with them and I start showing that off. That right there tells A&Rs everything. That tells the venue everything. That tells your fans everything. That tells that there is a reason to support you. And that right there is something I want to make sure that we get everybody who's an artist to understand.
I agree. What's next for you? Like, what do you feel like? What's funny?
Nah, because what's next for me is ridiculous because I just have so much that's going on.
Okay, well, we're not gonna itemize it.
Yeah,
because we do have to wrap up.
No, I got you.
But what are your goals? Like,
my
what
goals is to leave knowing that I accomplished everything I set out, and the biggest thing is that I leave a positive interaction with everybody I come across. So, and that nobody could ever say anything that would damage my name, legacy, career, none of that. Like, everywhere I go, well respected. He really goes above and beyond for artists, supporters. Like, everything that is attached to the name CP is demanding of respect for everything that I do, whether it's the DJs, whether it's the hosts, the artists, the supporters, the staff, the venues, everything. You're going to know when you do any type of shows with CP, you're going to get the best experiences possible, and you're going to feel like you didn't waste your money or your time.
That's what's up. That's what's up.
I respect that.
So
you...
No, say what you going to say.
You have a mixtape coming out soon. You got a couple of events coming up. So what's for CP in the near future?
Some type of rest at some point.
Yeah, well,
that's not exist.
I can't promise you that.
Nah, facts. But listen, I'm outside in a positive way. So we got Day Summit Festival starting tomorrow to Sunday.
Yep.
Wait, is this summertime already?
Yeah, Day
I thought
Summit.
it was in April.
It's twice
a
a year.
Okay,
yeah,
so
twice a year, yeah.
so it is in April, but this is the first year we're doing it twice a year.
Okay.
So yes, y'all will see my face for the
Yeah,
next
outside.
week at every stage. But I am happy that
I'm tired
this
just
year
thinking
though.
about that.
But nah, the difference this year though, I have my own stage.
Okay.
I have my first official date,
talk-
Summit State.
Hold up. Talk about your stage because the signups went crazy. We had to shut down the link. What happened? Tell them what happened.
Yeah, so real quick, because I know we got to wrap this up. So Scott took a chance. He said, yo, you want your stage, you got it. You got to get up to 100 signups. So we say we overbooked to make sure we get at least 50. So I had 135. So it's a combination of the tour, because every show we did, we offered slots for the stage, and then once the flyers started dropping, everybody in the tri-state started signing up for the stage, to where he had to literally close the stage down because it is a week long of events. But I am proud to know that my name is good enough to warrant 130 plus signups. So definitely
People
shout
really
out
fuck with you.
to all of the artists that really rock out with me and understand that I really want to make sure that y'all have the best experiences possible. So Saturday, 2 p.m., I'll see y'all. We gonna turn up, have a good time.
I'll be there.
She'll be there. Hopefully VJ be there.
You said Saturday at 2?
Yeah.
I just finished coaching basketball, so I might be a little sweaty.
That's
You
fine.
guys-
Bring some of the
you
players.
They 12, bro. I'm not.
No,
that
listen,
is
nah,
a-
nah,
that
nah.
need permission slips, bro. I'm not trying to.
Yeah, they baby.
I'm not. I don't need
You
none
bring
of
they
that.
You know what? Bring their parents. Maybe next stage we'll do a kid show or something
Yeah.
like that. But
And on
nah.
top of that, them kids be annoying me right now. I don't want to see them.
Don't talk about the babies
Listen, not the
like
kids.
I love them, but no,
Okay.
it's basketball. They be annoying me, bro.
Oh, nah, I ain't
I'm
gonna lie.
next week they
Basketball, yeah.
running. Okay, listen. If y'all see this episode, y'all running next week. Oh, y'all mad.
But nah, I definitely appreciate y'all having me on your show. I've been watching y'all show for mad long, and I'm not saying that because you're my sister. I don't like you like that for the business purposes of this episode.
Well, goddamn.
But nah, I love y'all though. I appreciate y'all having me on, and I appreciate the questions that y'all ask.
Mm.
Because a lot of interviews I've done, they ask for a bio and all of that, and then they stick to that bio, and I'm like,
Yeah,
no.
that's because they don't know what they're doing.
Yeah,
That's
we
cool.
hear
Shout out
graphic
to
design.
y'all. Y'all amazing.
Y'all
know,
do what
I
y'all do on
respect-
y'all
I respect
platform.
what everybody
Right.
else do on their own platforms. But
We do what we do
you
on our
don't-
platform.
Nah,
we didn't even follow this.
We
I
did.
don't even know.
Some of it.
No, you did.
Oh, you had.
I already had.
That's what I said. You know what you do.
I-
I came with the extra. You know.
Yeah,
we
we
do what we do.
do what we do.
Exactly. And we
My
good
God.
at it, and that's why they either win with us.
Oh, they watch us win. So
All
tell
right.
them where they can find you online.
If they want to be the 136 sign up.
Yeah.
For April, got you. Because this was closed. Google CP the DJ. I'm not even gonna hold you. I'm not even gonna cap. But nah, everything CP the DJ. You can follow me at CP the DJ. You can follow me at Upscale Boys. You can follow me at More Bookings Agency, More Value Entertainment. You can also follow me at Rare Royalty Magazine. Yeah, I'm everywhere. So listen, Lost in the Music. Listen, follow my sister. You're gonna find me somewhere. Trust me. Follow VJ. You're gonna find me somewhere.
That is a truth.
So that's why I said Google my name and whatever flyer. 9 times out of 10, I'm on it somewhere somehow.
Yeah, that is.
So now,
That is kind of true.
Yo, I have one more question. I'm so sorry. What are the top 3 cities that you've enjoyed traveling to on tour?
first of all, St. Louis, yo,
Oh, for real? Yo, shout out to
definitely-
Maestro.
shout out to
Frio.
Maestro Frio. Shout out to my guy Xavier. Yo,
Yes.
Yeah, but I gotta go to St.
I
Louis.
feel like
though.
that
Hell yeah.
was when
They
he
lit out there.
when he found out that I was the DJ for the tour, because I
Yeah.
connected him from when we did the show with him at Cakes.
Okay. Yeah,
And I
yeah,
was like,
yeah.
yo, bro, I got to get you on one of the shows because you're from St. Louis. And
Yeah.
then come to find out, fast forward, that him and Scott was having a conversation when Scott told me to message him. I was like, this number looks familiar. So when I texted, I was like, yo, it's Maestro. So now when we came out there, he definitely brought the city out.
Fire.
And the love, like, yo, if y'all go on his page or mine, y'all going to see a whole little excerpt of me and him going back and forth, which is what we've been trying to do at every show that we done did. But we took over that show and we had a whole mini concert.
FaceTime me.
Yeah, I literally
I was
FaceTimed. I
watching
was
the
like,
show
yo, I
on
need you to
FaceTime.
understand what's happening right now in St. Louis. So definitely St. Louis. Texas always shows love every time we go out there. Whether it's, and I say Texas because we hit Houston, we hit Dallas, we hit Austin.
I was gonna say, 'cause Texas is
So,
not a
right.
city, sir. That's
Nah,
3. You
no.
just named 3 cities.
Right.
So
But
you have
that-
4
that-
right
That's
now.
why I said Texas, because as a whole, of course, you know, I got show love to NY. You know, my NY city, they still in the
count.
building. That don't count. All right, cool. 'cause
All your
I'm
Texas
here.
counts.
I didn't want them to
All your
feel. I didn't want
Texas
them to feel
counts.
left out. That's why I said that.
No.
New York needs
But
to feel
nah,
left out. New York,
I
New York
mean,
way too in
you
the scene
from
right
here.
now.
I said that you
because I have a lot of
travel to.
artists.
That you have
okay,
traveled
okay,
to.
okay.
Nah,
So it
I
cannot
love
be
New York.
within New
Leave
York.
New York out the
All right,
conversation.
bet. All right. Does Rhode Island count?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right, 'cause
Rhode
nah,
Island?
look, I gotta check. 'cause
Rhode Island's not a city,
Ro-
but okay.
All right,
We'll take it.
Massachusetts,
That's also a state, sir.
That-
Boston.
Providence is
a
a city
city.
in Rhode
Boston
Island.
is a city.
Come on,
All
you a
right,
mogul.
well, I just said
You-
Boston.
No,
Yeah,
you said
you said-
Massachusetts.
No, I said Mass. I said
You said-
Boston. No, I said Mass, Boston. Y'all was like, no to Boston. I'm like, oh.
No, we didn't say no to Boston. we watched the replay. Okay?
All right, somewhere between.
Listen.
the what is
You like
that?
the New England
England
area. Yeah,
Listen.
you know that's my whole.
There you
You
go.
know,
Listen,
I've been up there.
I don't have no
A little
favor-
too
I don't
much.
have no favoritism between these states because my name has literally been across every state in the U.S. already.
2026, we going international.
That's
it.
a fact. So
That's it.
my goal is to go international now. That's it. My
Yep.
name's already out there. My presence is already there. It's time for me to step foot on different soil.
Y'all, I've been trying to get this man booked in Ibiza, but we ain't gonna talk about it. Yo, VJ, tell them where they can find you online.
We're not gonna talk about that. Okay, when it happens, it's gonna happen. Okay, and if
Part 25 coming soon.
my name is Sir Vijano Alexander, aka King Cosmic. I am not the only King Cosmic. I was so mad when I found that out. There's some guy in the UK that goes by King Cosmic too.
Don't
But
count.
I ain't mad at him. I've made peace
Uh-huh.
with that. I used to be mad at him.
Do he wear crowns?
No,
So
Yeah,
then
he
he's
don't-
that's
not,
why I said he
don't-
not the
He
king.
ain't got- he
Not
ain't
a
the
fact.
He
king.
doing his thing. He doing
He
his
ain't
thing.
the king,
He's
though.
just not King Cosmic.
He ain't
He's
the
not.
king,
He's not Sir Vijano Alexander. Okay.
Yes.
And I'm the only Sir Vijano Alexander. So if you couldn't find me King Cosmic,
You ain't
please
looking-
look up Vijano Alexander. Because if you couldn't find me, you ain't
looking
looking hard enough, baby.
No, not at all.
And Dom, you gotta let them know.
You already know. It's your favorite Dom, the baddest CEO.
That's Dom with a Y,
Not
not
a
a
I.
I.
All right, make sure y'all follow me on Instagram. Follow the platform on Instagram as well, The Bacon Mogul Show. Y'all better make sure that y'all tap in.
Like
right?
and subscribe.
Subscribe. We on that road to 1,000. So we get
Subscribe,
monetized.
share,
Okay.
all that.
All the
Uh-huh.
things. Facts. If you want to be on the show, make sure y'all hit us on the gram, hit us in the email, whatever you got to do. But we here. Thank you for coming on my show. Finally.
Uh huh.
Whose fault is that?
Listen, yours.
That's a
'cause you be
scheduling error.
busy.
Facts.
That's a scheduling thing.
Facts.
What you
Okay.
mean?
With moguls, it's all about the time.
Talk to upper management. I'm sorry.
All right.
It's upper
Next
So,
time,
management. Me?
so
I-
look, I'm about to say,
listen,
look in
listen,
the mirror.
listen.
Talk to yourself.
listen. Your people's gonna contact her people, so she's gonna have a talk in the mirror and then contact
Right,
you.
right.
And then her people's got to contact your people, so you
Right.
gotta talk in the mirror.
Right,
and talk to her.
right,
Okay,
right.
so
Yes.
when y'all have all them conversations, just loop me in and let me know, and I'll talk to my
Yeah.
people, and then we gonna get it all done. All
All
right.
our people's
So
gonna be there.
we was here. It was live. Thank y'all for being here. It is Monday. It is past
Okay.
somewhere between 7 and 8.
Yeah.
But y'all rocked out with us, so I appreciate y'all. Thank y'all, and have a wonderful week, people.